I'm a skeptical robot.
Are you guys ready?
猫のグミグレープゼリーみたいな毛並みマイクと腹をかき捨ててリンクサイドに座る技を指示する猫の髪帽子に指輪が入ってるよドラップキスフレックスマットはどこ紫猫の髪彼にはキックの命と秘密のダジャレがあるレスリングのカオス彼こそがそれだエルボードロー彼にはジョークがある彼は解説の王者だボディスラムと紫のフレア神の声がどこにでも響く
Welcome to Skeptical Robot.
Hello.
I am here with my co-host. What's this person called?
Gummy Potter.
Gummy Potter. I like Gummy Potter. That's good. And special guest Dillon From Somewhere.
Hello, hello. That's 3 hellos of this episode so far.
I know.
Drink.
We could use some more hellos. There's never enough hellos. This is going to be a special episode that we are going to be watching with the person who actually brought this saga into my life. Dillon has covered this on his show, but we are going to watch it in its entirety, and that is the Piss Saga. How would you describe
Unsolved Pistories.
Oh, there you go. Unsolved
I gave it.
There you go.
I gave it the nickname Unsolved Pistories because it just kept going. And the mystery kind of deepens as we go. And it's an elusive. This is an investigative reporter. Some bored guy started investigating the pisser, and the pisser is quite elusive. And
he's like a serial
we left
killer
it off
covering his tracks very well. You'd think it would just be simple of a guy pissing in bottles and leaving them in an affluent town in Southern California. But this went deeper, and I think there's an extra part that I haven't seen at the end of this, because we left it off for months and months. No updates, and I'm looking forward to seeing the final part to what he did, because it left as an unsolved mystery. You needed to get the call line that Robert Stack said at the end of the episode and give some tips. I don't really even know where to begin or how to describe this for the audience, because I don't know that any description we give will invite the audience to want to watch this.
There's something strange going on in my neighborhood, and it's called Piss Saga.
Piss Saga?
Yes, I have nothing to do with this. I just want to put it out on the record.
Let's paint the picture. Your neighborhood, of course, is in Pasadena.
Yeah, and there is an electrical box on the side of the freeway, but it's on a surface street. On top of this electrical box, for the past 2 years, someone has been putting bottles labeled human urine on top of this electrical box.
What?
But the truth is, it is very interesting, and any description that we give it will only discourage you from wanting to watch it. Is that fair to say, Dillon?
This is a documentarian investigative reporter, the likes of John Stossel, covering a piss case.
You know what? You said it best. There you go.
Hey, Black Dahlia mystery, go fuck yourself. We got a real story here.
For the Stern fans, like Steve Langford, a real sensationalist news reporter.
But the odd part about this story is that it starts absurd. It starts ridiculous. But then there's a little bit of a turn where it becomes very intriguing. Imagine
piss.
Yeah, but imagine, Steve Langford doing, the Wagpackers visiting, Bigfoot for Thanksgiving or something like that, and then suddenly there's something that happens in that story that actually gets your interest and makes you concerned for the people involved. That's what this is. It's very odd.
And this is the type of stuff I stumble upon.
Yeah.
Join me over at Dillon From Somewhere. Sometimes it's piss, sometimes it's Abuela and her chilis.
and her chilis. Okay, so let's not waste too much time.
Yeah, and I know zero about this.
Let's make that clear.
Yeah,
I do know most of it. I'm not going to say I know the whole story. Dillon is an expert.
I'm the local affiliate who picked up the story.
There you go. You're the historian.
Luigi was a fan following the story, and you're coming in new. So we've got the spectrum of people watching this.
I was unable to follow it to its conclusion while you were doing it live, and then I got to be honest, I just kind of forgot about it. So
every few months, someone asks about the Piss Saga. It still happens, like every couple of months, of people who remember the Piss Saga and what happened. And as I said, I believe there's one part that even I missed somehow.
Hopefully, this will bring everyone up to speed on the Piss Saga. Okay, let's do this. Okay, is there any other intro you want to give this before we get started?
Producer credit to Spurgsnake for finding the complete Piss Saga all in one complete video.
Great. Perfect. Shout out to Spurgsnake, a friend of the show. All right, here we go.
For the past 2 years, an electrical box in my neighborhood had been overrun with bottles of piss. Not your normal run-of-the-mill truck driver bottle of piss, but an assortment of different size bottles, different colors, and sometimes complemented with a hand-drawn note. The bottles would usually appear in the morning and then disappear in the late afternoon.
All right, let's stop there.
back up a little bit. He's giving more details that we're laughing over.
Whoever's doing this obviously has a sense of humor.
Yeah. Holy shit.
Okay, all right, hold on.
So if you just hit the arrow, it'll go back 5 seconds on your keyboard.
Wait, which are... Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Goddamn. Great. Good to know. Okay, here we go.
But an assortment of different size bottles, different colors, and sometimes
I saw one
complemented with a
red.
hand-drawn note. The bottles would usually appear in the morning and then disappear in the late afternoon or evening, with this transaction occurring a few times a week. The word of this piss-infested electrical box spread throughout the neighborhood, even to the point where a third-party...
Multiple times a week.
Just his use of words are making you laugh. This piss-infested electrical box.
Pasadena, California. This is a very affluent part of Los Angeles. So much so, they made them fucking stop building a freeway right before their city to not, we don't want a freeway through our city. A main pipeline through LA 110 just ends where it needs to keep going for a while because the rich people of Pasadena, California said no.
That's funny.
Holy shit.
Vigilante left an aggressive letter threatening the culprit. The notoriety of the situation grew, and so did the strength of the urine, making its mark atop the electrical box and cementing itself as its own neighborhood landmark. Who was placing these bottles? Who was the vigilante? Is a different person picking them up? Finally, my curiosity got the best of me, so I purchased the DigiGarden 4K waterproof trail camera with the hopes of answering these questions. But my main holdup was setting up the camera. The electrical box is located on a busy street, and if anyone saw me next to it, then they would immediately assume that I was the pisser, and my reputation would be forever ruined. So I
Okay.
Whoa.
Well, I don't know what we just landed on, but I'm going to back up a little tiny bit.
I believe that's our documentarian having a severe allergic reaction to something.
Oh, okay. Well, wait, I don't think... Was it? It didn't look like the same guy. Hold on.
next to it, then they would immediately assume that I was the pisser, and my reputation would be forever ruined. So I hit up my friend Grant, who's always filming his own videos.
Okay, that's Grant.
And is usually in costume, figuring that he would be a good source for a decoy look.
Ayo. Yeah, I have a construction vest and a helmet you can borrow. I also have a brown lunch bags if you need to have a sack lunch with you. Also, let me know if you need any help putting it up.
The next day, Grant and I arrived at the location in our decoy looks.
This is very logical.
It's perfectly logical. It's just hard to believe they took it this seriously.
I'm going to... He thought a lot about this. I am going to get my ass kicked if I conduct this investigation out in the open.
That's fair. That's fair.
This is way more effort than I would put into it, but I am here for it. I'm glad he did.
That's what I'm saying. It's so absurd, but there's just this level that really draws you in to want to know what's going on. It's so odd. Okay, all right.
As a standard construction worker, and Grant as a recently divorced, disheveled project manager. The two of us were able to fool the public as we successfully set up the DigiGarden 4K waterproof trail camera. The following morning, I went to go check the electrical box and couldn't believe my eyes. Piss. I honestly thought this would take a week or so, but we were able to capture the drop-off on the first night, but inherently knew that the pickup was the most intriguing part of the story. So after consulting with Grant, we agreed to wait it out one more night. Unfortunately, the piss bottles were still there the following morning. No pickup. It had been too long and there was a high chance that the batteries to my DigiGarden 4K waterproof trail camera were dead. Also, since Grant and I had been posting about this in real time, there was a great deal of pressure building from people online. I couldn't take it anymore. Making sure the coast was clear.
I don't think I understood that the first time I watched it. I don't think I knew he was talking about it online.
So we must be doing social media at that point, because this is our first video. So I guess with all this effort, and in Southern California, he must be an amateur documentarian. So he's done some things. People are like, "Oh, I like your stuff. What are you working on? Piss. Keep me updated."
We have a story about a pisser.
I would love it if he got like awards for like doing documentaries in like Gaza, but they find out like in his IMDb this was his first thing he did.
Yes. It's amazing. It is amazing. All right.
Quickly collected the DigiGarden 4K waterproof trail camera and went home to review the clips. Finally, the mystery was about to be solved.
It's so brilliant.
Oh my god.
This deserves so much more attention.
This is like the first episode of Daredevil. I was roped in like the first 2 minutes. It's just like,
Well, I don't think we said our documentarian's name yet. This guy does deserve so much fucking credit for this.
You know what? You're absolutely right. Hold on. His name is... Why did I lose it? Hold on.
I believe it's the one on the channel. Derek Milton.
Derek Milton. Oh, yeah. Duh. Yeah, all right. Yes, Derek Milton.
Investigative reporter Derek Milton, huge fan of John Stossel. Hopefully he'll get slapped in the face by John Moxley coming up soon and buy himself a house in Italy, too.
Oh, that's amazing.
Wrestling fans really laughed at that one, by the way.
I got you, bro.
Here you go.
The footage was baffling. I hadn't even thought about the drop-off coming from beyond the wall.
He kind of looks like
which
Show
also
Enough
happened to
from
be
The
the side
Last
of a
Dragon.
highway.
Yes.
I had so many questions, and so did everyone following the saga. Grant and I both felt that this was just the tip of the iceberg, and that we're onto something much bigger. After capturing the mysterious video footage of the initial piss drop-off, Grant and I decided to take the weekend to process what we had just witnessed. It was baffling to think that someone was out
I'm
there at
so
night
gonna
in the
loop that
bushes
and make
with
that my
Lucas.
background.
What?
Like one of our the hand putting the piss bottles down. I'm just gonna loop that and make that my background on here. On
That
animation.
seems like a great for some lo-fi hip-hop. Slowing it down and putting it through a filter.
Music to piss to, like lo-fi girl.
Yeah, music to piss to. You've
Music to
got
piss
your
to.
genre.
Yeah.
Yes.
Gloves, strategically placing piss bottles on an electrical box. First thing Monday morning, I drove to the site to check if the bottles were gone. They weren't. In fact, they had doubled. Things were escalating quickly, so Grant decided to order a second DigiGarden 4K waterproof trail camera, and we devised a plan to capture what was occurring beyond the wall. For this intricate of a setup, we need a bigger crew of decoy construction workers. Fortunately, Grant had a construction worker friend who agreed to help out and lend us gear while also giving us a few pointers on how we could better sell the look. I didn't have any construction worker friends, but I had a motorcycle friend named Robin, who basically looks like a construction worker, and I was certain that he would help out. But Robin was busy that day, so I hit up my friend Katz, who's usually down for anything. Hey Katz, I'm working on a project and need some extra bodies. Mainly need you to come and be a construction worker.
Okay. I've never done construction before, but fuck it, I'll try anything once. Hey, wait, is this for the piss thing?
With both Katz and Grant's real construction friend on board, it was time to head to the location and suit up. We were a squad of construction workers ready to take on whatever construction worker things that were in our path. And in this case, setting up 2 DigiGarden 4K waterproof trail cameras around an electrical box stacked with piss bottles. We played our parts perfectly. I did all the work while everyone else told me how to do it. Grant, the recently divorced disheveled project manager, loomed over, micromanaging us to a T. With cameras set up, our operation was an all-in-all success. Now it was time to wait. The next morning, I returned to the box only to see that there was a new batch of piss bottles. I knew because this was fewer than before, and one bottle had a particular darker tint. I immediately hit up Grant with the good intel, but was only met with some disastrous news on his end. And out of nowhere, Grant hit me with the classic "I'm going to Norway today" excuse.
Going to Norway today.
I had to retrieve these.
I wish you would have slowed this down a little bit. It is quite a bit to process all of this because there's so much going on.
We've now replaced the trail cameras, and he's getting quite into detail of his recruitment of the different construction workers. Because easy to get a buddy, but 4 buddies to monitor piss with you? A little harder.
Oh, these cameras are cheaper than I thought they
4K.
would be. I was looking up the
Waterproof trail
cameras to see
camera.
the prices, just to see how much he invested. They're like
100
$40.
bucks?
They're like 40
$40.
bucks. Yeah, the $100 are solar, which he should have gone with. But who am I
But
to
also
nitpick?
knew it would be too risky to collect on my own. I needed a project manager, and I knew just the guy.
Hey, Katz, can you be my project manager?
Easy.
Also, try to match Grant's decoy outfit, disheveled.
You got it. Plus, I'm actually divorced.
Katz and I met at the location, again in our decoy
Even
looks.
better fit for the
Me
role.
as a normal construction worker, and Katz as an recently divorced, disheveled project manager. And we were able to retrieve both Digit Garden 4K waterproof trail cameras without any problems. We had 2 issues with the Digit Garden 4K waterproof trail cameras. The first one I set up failed to record anything. Not really sure why, but it's something I'll be voicing my frustrations with the
That's
Digit Garden
$40.
customer service at a future date.
Like,
The other
Gummy
issue
was
being
way
the
ahead of
sick-
you on this one.
Yeah.
And you see what you get with the $40 trail camera. You might not catch the deer or whatever the fuck you're after.
It's so stupid. But it's just so funny and interesting.
Yeah, it's very intriguing.
Camera shifted positions upon setup and framed out the electrical box. But beyond the wall, we did get a major hit. Footage of the culprit in the act, revealing a man in his mid-30s to 40s wearing latex gloves and a flashlight, pouring liquids from one bottle to another, then methodically placing the piss on the electrical box. Also, the timestamp is almost identical to the previous footage. This clearly seemed premeditated and very intentional. I thought getting a visual of the culprit would give me some closure, but in reality, it only doubled my curiosity. Is this some abstract performance artist?
So he
Some
said
family man's late night fetish?
that
For every question I answer, I seemingly raise 2 more. What are his motives?
that he was pouring
Who is
it.
doing the piss?
He
From
said
one
that the
bottle to
pisser was
another.
pouring it. So he's coming like with it in a big fucking jug, and these other empty ones.
I mean, there's no explanation to any of this. I don't know why we're
He's-
trying to make sense of it now.
He's pouring piss. So we saw him take the piss and just put it over the wall, which fucking great. Look for the lo-fi hip hop songs to piss
Yeah.
to from Gummy Chainsaw coming soon. But he's not arriving with them in their final bottles. He's pouring. He's not done pouring yet. Well, maybe it's the miscolored ones. Maybe he's got a red one.
Yeah,
He does need to do a science project to get his red piss bottle to really mess with Pasadena.
And what is the? I mean, I get that this is at the heart of everything, but why?
I'd say, what's the end game?
Yeah, what is the point of this? Is it a sexual thing? Like,
Could it be a city planner who really wanted to take the 110 further north? He could be that pissed to get back at fucking Pasadena.
let's see if there's an answer. Spoiler: no.
Hiccups. And is that actually urine?
No.
The electrical box was stacked with piss. A couple days had passed since we captured the footage of the culprit in the act, and I was reluctant to set up my Digit Garden 4K waterproof trail cameras, mainly because my 2 project managers were missing. Grant was abroad, enjoying himself on a meaningless trip to Norway, while Katz was tied up with many of life's distractions. So I took this time to monitor and track the culprit's movements, day in and day out, the comings and goings of the piss bottles. But as the days passed, the bottles remained on the electrical
Piss?
box. More
No
bottles
piss.
would appear overnight, some with more labels than usual, and he even went to the extent of placing decals on the box. Was he taunting me? Was this piss cat and mouse? But
What the fuck?
And you saw that one, the new one that had like that kind of swirl of piss and like strawberry. So that maybe that's what he was doing with pouring bottles into each other. Maybe he really does have piss. Well, it does change throughout the day, so he's getting each one. Oh, now I'm picturing why he might have been pouring them in, because he has his morning orange and his midday yellow and his night clear. So he wants to make sure he's got the proper amount of. He doesn't want the clear there, then they can't tell. So he's got to do a little bit of mixing on site.
What could possibly be the point of this? Like, it's so.
Okay, I threw out one culprit.
You did.
Can we think
but
of another?
I can't think of. I
culprit.
can't think of a second one. I cannot.
I'm
Okay.
just trying to figure out where he's getting all this piss. There's no way it's all coming from one guy if he's there like every. Like,
yeah.
how much do you?
Do we learn that it is in fact human piss?
There used to be the job of taking the piss out. It's a phrase in Europe, and it came from the fact of like, oh, I've been all over Italy, all down and through the countryside. Oh, but you were just taking out the piss. So, is he taking out the piss? What type of job takes out the piss in 2024 and 5?
It's a political protest.
I got it. Yeah, thanks, Biden. No, it could be that maybe he works like in a hospital or an old people's home, and he's just like putting all the bedpans into like one big jug, then pouring that jug into bottles.
There's our second culprit. It is a old folks home worker.
Yeah.
Ugh. that makes me.
Or
queasy.
suspect, rather.
Yeah, because that would describe all the different colors and stuff like that. That takes like multiple people.
One thing I did notice, no one was picking them up. I returned to the footage from the DigiGarden 4K waterproof trail camera that had shifted in the tree, framing out the electrical box, hoping that I would discover some clue regarding the pickup that day. Although this was quite the task because it recorded every single person, cyclist, and car that passed by. The only thing I was able to capture was a man in a construction worker type vest observing and taking photos of the bottles. He then moves out of frame but looks to be collecting them. Was this a city cleanup crew guy? Or a sketchy piss recipient who was wearing a city cleanup crew guy decoy outfit?
Is this someone like me?
Exactly.
Even to the point where the neighborhood would
Is he
reach
doing what I did?
Is this some pervert?
It's I got it. It's drugs, and they're in the pee, and they have to like strain it, like they boil the pee to get like the powder out of it, and it's like a big drug smuggling thing.
That's terrible.
The idea I started rambling onto was Jeff the Vomit Guy with piss. That's this version of him that's picking it up.
That, believe it or not, makes more sense than anything.
The one picking it up, if it's not a city worker, if it's someone posing as a city worker, as our documentary Derek Milton is posing as a city worker, then yeah, maybe it's Jeff the Vomit Guy, but with piss.
Wow.
He was out on a trip to Vegas and couldn't pick it up for a few days. He was so happy that it was there, but he doesn't like it with that much sun exposure. But he takes what he can get.
Let's see.
Out and send their own piss bottle stories and photos. One person sent me an origin story about how the piss bottle started off on a different electrical box.
Do we want to read that? That went by quick.
Let's see.
Yeah, there you go. Hit that arrow. I've noticed the bottles by the playground since before the pandemic. It was there for about 1.5 years, and then moved east on Colorado.
At first, he was putting them across the street where the houses are, and then eventually they migrated to the electric box and multiplied in number of bottles.
On Colorado got me. I know where. I knew around where we are. Now I know exactly where we are.
Okay, for a second, my brain went like, "Holy shit! This is like interstate from like Colorado to Cali." But
no, Colorado Boulevard.
No. I got it because it'd be west. But that was the first thing like my brain registered was like a state to state. Like it's a peace smuggling ring.
Oh, that would be amazing if on the subreddit he moved from Colorado to California, but that does track.
Yeah,
both pot states. Yeah. So it tracks.
And sent me an origin story about how the piss bottle started off on a different electrical box at a nearby park, and then gradually moved east, eventually claiming the current box. Another unsettling anecdote was about a time when the culprit tied a bottle to a string and hung it from a tree branch. People were consumed with piss and had started developing their own.
Was that a subtle warning that he's going to kill the guy recording? It's like, this could be you.
Okay, that is the most obtuse art thing so far. That the tree is spouting piss either because this.
What's the stuff on the bottom?
It's the circle of life. Are those napkins, or is that...
Too many people have pissed on the tree, and now it's sprouting piss. It's half a fruit tree, half a piss tree.
It's a piss tree.
It's a piss tree.
What is this? What is this? No, like, what is this stuff in the bottle at the bottom?
That's sediment. Yeah, I think I'm guessing like wadded up napkins or paper. So like maybe, did he like pee and then like? Oh no, because I was gonna say then wiped. Maybe to like clean his hands and he just jams the paper in there like napkins or something.
Ugh, maybe.
I mean that's what I'm guessing.
And hung it from a tree branch. People were consumed with piss and had started developing their own.
Oh, yeah, I think you're right. Because look at that. Oh, I think that's exactly what that is. Okay, wow, Gummy, you know your piss.
That's right. I know my shit about piss.
But you don't know piss about shit.
Exactly.
Beyond the wall. A drug drop.
If possible, they are transporting fentanyl in those bottles.
Holy shit, that's what I was saying.
God, Gummy's always guessing shit. Like he's always able to predict the end of the story.
I swear I know nothing about this.
No, I'm saying you have an ability to do it.
Because who would want to touch it? Only the people picking up the drop in plain sight.
Exactly.
Wow.
Disguised as human urine? Clean urine for people who needed to pass a drug test? Or just a person that wanted to showcase their massive collection of piss? Then someone sent me a message that caught my interest. A user claimed that they owned a crime scene bio and hazardous waste company and had been doing cleanups at the piss box for the past 2 years. Within their company, employees referred to the culprit as the pee bandit and had inside knowledge that checked out with my footage of the city's cleanup crew guy. They even let me know when they were going to pick up next, which checked out. This negated a lot of theories regarding the pickup, but I still had one question that had been eating at me this entire time, and there was really only one way I could answer it. We were going to have to collect a sample. We knew the piss bandit was extremely calculated, and that he would be alerted if one of his bottles was missing. We were playing chess and needed to offer a gambit to gain positional advantage. By this I of course mean we implement a decoy piss bottle. Grant returned that Saturday, and I had him meet me directly from the airport. We then got straight to work. Using a mixture of unsweetened pure leaf green tea and unsweetened pure leaf regular tea, we were able to concoct the perfect human urine decoy. Next, we had to replicate the piss bandit's hand-drawn calling card, and that was usually left on the bottle's inner label. Fortunately, Grant was known to have terrible handwriting, and was able to perfectly match the signage. Then, we headed to the location in our decoy outfits. Me, as a normal construction worker, and Grant as a recently divorced, disheveled project manager who just returned from a meaningless trip to Norway. It was our most daring mission yet. We had a plan that we would follow precisely. I would use a specimen grabber thing to pick up the real bottle of piss, while Grant quickly...
I'm sorry, I was really enthralled.
If I were the casting director and he showed up with 3 buttons undone at the bottom, I'd say, you're going too far.
Yeah.
Take a few of those buttons in. And we are once again on a Temple of Doom exchange.
Yeah.
This is crazy.
Quickly replaced it with a decoy. Then he would take our sample and secure it in our own custom-made specimen box. We had our sample. Now it was time to undergo the test. Grant and I had successfully collected one of the piss bottles from the electrical box. Now it was time for the tests. Fortunately for me, Grant volunteered to do all the heavy lifting, mainly because he suffered from a condition called anosmia, a disorder that causes its victim, Grant in this case, to lose all sense of smell, which was perfect because he wouldn't be affected by whatever fumes were emitted during the urinalysis. We had 2 primary objectives we needed to achieve. Our first was to see if the fluid in the bottle was actually piss and not some mysterious liquid decoyed as piss. So I ordered an Amazon.com instant result 10-panel home urinalysis test kit that gives you an accurate reading in just 60 seconds. Our second objective was to see if there were any drugs present in the liquid, especially since the majority of the pissheads online thought this entire scenario was a drug drop-off operation. So I ordered an Amazon.com easy at-home 5...
This would make more... Again, this was the suggestion that Dillon made earlier, but this would make more sense than anything we've said so far.
And the internet's main theory at the time, his social media, it's drugs. Very logical. This is cartel work, this piss.
Panel drug testing kit that gives you results in just 5 minutes. We got straight to work. Grant was in the zone. In his natural state, he flawlessly completed the urinalysis without any problems. We got our results in 60 seconds, although I couldn't interpret them because I wasn't a medical professional. So I sent a photo of our test strip and its legend to my friend Niall, who is a professional ICU nurse. While we waited for Niall to decipher the urinalysis, we went ahead and executed the drug test. Again, Grant performed the task masterfully. We had our results in exactly 5 minutes, and we were able to conclude that whatever liquid was in that bottle did not contain any drugs. It was drug-free.
Looks to be in good health.
It's definitely
Definitely.
Clean, healthy piss. We were baffled. A majority of our theories had been shot down. Nothing made sense. We were dealing with a guy who just leaves healthy piss on an electrical box in Pasadena. Something wasn't adding up. We needed more footage of the culprit, but there was no way I could do this with the highly unreliable DigiGarden 4K waterproof trail cameras. So I spent a few days doing extensive research, scouring numerous trail camera and hunting forums, and finally I was able to conclude that the Tacticam Reveal X Pro cellular trail camera was our golden ticket. It had a built-in LCD screen, integrated GPS tracking, and most importantly, cellular capabilities that could send images and videos straight to your phone. Grant and I positioned the Tacticam Reveal X Pro cellular trail camera
If
beyond
not,
the
he
wall,
definitely reached
on the
out.
tripod, tucked away in the bushes. This was our eye in the sky. And just like that, we had footage of the culprit as he lurked in the brush at 4 a.m, waiting for cars to pass so he could place his piss bottles. I was focused, tracking him, studying him, learning his ways.
Why are
He
they
was
putting a
coordinated
camera to
and
see where he's
consistent.
coming from?
My inside person would usually alert me when the bottles were being collected by the hazardous waste team. And then that same evening, he would strike, leaving an abundance of bottles for the morning commuters to see. One thing that did stand out to me was his clothes. An extremely tight shirt, ironic hiking shoes, and baggy cargo pants with the unnecessary utility knife in pocket. These 3 characteristics combined had to mean only one thing.
Derek
He was an
Milton looks
artist.
so much like Crabman.
I had a relatively elevated understanding of
You remember My Name is Earl?
It took me a second. Yeah, Crabman.
He looks so much like Crabman. I wonder if he's got a girlfriend that looks like Jamie Presley.
That's funny.
thing. He was an artist. I had a relatively elevated understanding of artists since I had spent a good amount of time working in the art department for photo and video shoots, and I knew that there was only one way to deal with a self-proclaimed artist. We were going to have to give him an interview. I met up with Grant at his warehouse first thing in the morning. Grant had a good amount of junk that we were able to scrounge up and use. Our plan was to create a large interview.
What'd you say?
Attention! If indeed this is a performance art piece, deep down this person really does want the attention on some level.
Oh, yeah. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
Questionnaire pad that we could leave beyond the wall for the culprit to fill
Andy
out
Piss
and not
Hall.
risk revealing his artist persona. Feeling confident after flawlessly completing the urinalysis test, Grant
That's
wanted to
much
head up
better.
the design of the interview pad. He was starting to lean into his project manager role, but unfortunately, his left-handedness got the best of him, and I had to take over. We knew that the questionnaire would be jarring at first glance, so we wanted to butter up the culprit with a nice introductory message, conveying that we were fans of his work, as well as telling him something every artist wants to hear. We had to compare him to the goats of his industry. We then asked 5 questions regarding his process, while attaching a Sharpie to his shoelace so he could answer. We also gifted him a headlamp so he could continue.
Sorry, that just got me.
The Banksy of piss.
Attaching a Sharpie to a shoelace.
Yeah, like at the bank. You want the pen there for easy access, and
no, let him
if
keep
he's
it.
nice-
You really want to touch it?
No.
He could have it.
Well, if he's nice, he would leave it for the next pisser in the line to see the teller.
While attaching a Sharpie to his shoelace so he could answer. We also gifted him a headlamp so he could continue on with his art in the darkness. The next day, we arrived at the location. Me, as a normal construction worker, and Grant as a recently divorced, disheveled project manager who just absolutely crushed a urinalysis test. At this point, being construction workers and project managers was second nature to us. We were quick and covert as I scaled the wall and placed the interview pad for only our piss artists to see. Everything was set. Now, all we had to do was wait.
What the fuck, bro?
It's so absurd and so stupid, but God,
So
I'm hooked.
It is interesting.
At this point, they are revealing that we see you. Up to this point, he hasn't been alerted that we see you doing this. So this is going to get his alarms up for how are they seeing me.
Wow.
he sets up his own camera to see them putting up their cameras.
With our interview pad in place and the Tacticam Reveal X Pro Cellular Trail Camera hidden in the brush, Grant and I were ready for our grand conclusion, and to finally discover why this artist was stockpiling piss bottles on the electrical box. That night felt like a...
I don't think I ever noticed that before. Do you notice that the artist is wearing gloves? Meaning, that might not all be his
5
piss.
seconds?
Is he wearing gloves?
No, okay, they're like the clear food handling gloves. Watch.
Okay, the same gloves that
See?
that our construction worker was wearing when he was handling the same piss.
I don't remember, but they're not rubber gloves. They're those. You see?
Yeah, the thick, the like cellophane-ish thin. Plastic.
Yeah, the those are food handler gloves.
Yeah, food prep gloves.
So that's interesting because nobody's really afraid to touch their own piss.
That also leads us back to a retirement home worker. He's getting this from the old folks, and they've got a cafeteria, so he's getting the gloves from the cafeteria there at the old folks' home.
Huh. Why this artist was stockpiling piss bottles on the electrical box. That night felt like a piss-induced Christmas Eve. It was impossible to sleep knowing that I'd likely wake up...
Come on.
Put some thought into this, sir.
Yeah, clearly you haven't put an immense amount of thought and effort into this. Pissmas.
Pissmas. It's right there. It writes itself.
In the morning with an answer to a question that had been haunting me and my neighborhood for the past several years. But instead of presents, I woke up to 0 notifications from my Tacticam Reveal X Pro Cellular Trail Camera. This was very unusual, especially since its field of view was centered on a high-traffic zone with constant cars passing by.
He was with family.
So I drove to the location and suited up for a quick check-in, and I was pleasantly surprised to see that the bottles were back. The artist had struck, but when I scaled the wall for a closer look, I was met with extreme disappointment. The interview pad had been untouched. Nothing. And even worse, the piss culprit stole my Tacticam Reveal X Pro Cellular Trail Camera. I had been blindsided. Our interview pad must have been too jarring, leading him to check his surroundings and discover our prying eye. This was a huge pain, not just because he was now aware of us, but because I had spent countless hours researching, setting up, and troubleshooting trail cameras, and now mine was gone. Fortunately, the Tacticam Reveal X Pro Cellular Trail Camera had built-in GPS, and if you were ever to turn it on, it would automatically ping my phone with a check-in photo as well as precise latitude and longitude coordinates. Though when I took a closer look at the fresh batch, I did notice something unusual. A message written on one of the bottles. This was very concerning.
Oh, shit. Oh. Oh. Oh, wow. I was not expecting that.
Oh my god.
I know you've been handling my piss. I have AIDS, HIV positive since 2018.
Oh my god.
And one of them is tangerine colored.
This guy's got a sense of humor. You didn't expect this to be this funny, did you, Gummy?
No. The turns. This is wow.
All right, now
the very first turn of the arm reaching over. You're like, well, that was a fun turn. No, it's like that turn in Pee-wee's Big Adventure, the sign that goes. Woo!
Yeah.
I want to say this is a 31-minute video. We are 15 minutes into it.
Oh, was it one of those creatures from the movie we just watched putting out the piss bottles? The triangle or whatever?
The tra-la-logs?
The tra-la-la-la-la-la-la-la, dykes.
Oh, man.
I am just.
It's so stupid. All right. I gotta compose myself here.
Necessarily provide any motive as to why he was doing this. As the days passed, there were no updates and no additional bottles. The usual piss-infested electrical box had now transformed into a normal-infested electrical box. A once iconic staple in the neighborhood was just now another gray eyesore on the side of the road. It had lost its pizzazz. Was my entry responsible for scaring off a budding street artist?
Maybe
I was
he died
starting
from
to
AIDS.
understand the sentiment of how you never really appreciate true art until it's gone. Meanwhile, online, the piss heads were frothing for more content, demanding updates to our investigation. Pressure was building, and I wanted to deliver, but it would be impossible to do if the piss bandit was gone. Then one evening, my phone was alerted. My stolen Tacticam Reveal X Pro cellular trail camera sent a check-in photo of an image of a couple vehicles parked alongside a road with what appeared to be the ocean in the background. This was puzzling because the ocean is extremely far from where the electrical box is located, 20 miles to be exact, which is a 2.5 hour
Pacific
commute.
Palisades.
Sadly,
Also
the culprit didn't
very
have the device
rich.
turned on long enough for it to send.
He said 20 miles and 2.5 hours? Is that what he said?
Welcome to Los Angeles.
Yeah, that.
Maybe a 2.5 hours?
Yeah, what the fuck? Did he.
Pasadena to the Pacific Palisades.
Did I hear it right? Hold on.
Did he run a marathon? To
Which
get
is a
there?
2.5 hour commute. Sadly, the culprit didn't have the device turned on long enough to be exact, which is a 2.5 is extremely far from where the electrical box is located, 20 miles to be exact, which is a 2.5 hour commute. Sadly, the culprit didn't have the device turned on long enough for it to send.
20 miles is a 2.5 hour commute?
Pasadena to Pacific Palisades. That sounds about right. If you're dealing with commute time traffic, if you're going at 2 a.m, breeze. If you're going anytime after 5:45 a.m.,
wow.
Yikes. I mean, I've been in LA traffic and I mean, believe me, it sucked and I felt more claustrophobic than I've ever felt, but God, that seems crazy.
That's why I took the train when I visited there recently, and it took me 90 minutes to get from Long Beach to North Hollywood on the train, and that's comparable to what it would take by car. And yeah, probably 20, 30 miles.
That's insane.
Wow. All right.
Sent me GPS coordinates. A couple days later, I was alerted again, this time with a beautiful scenic photo of a grandiose cliff overlooking the ocean. Thankfully, I was sent the exact GPS coordinates, which I immediately plugged into Google Maps. Sunset Cliffs, San Diego, California. A popular, affluent coastal community known for its hiking trails, surf spots, and sunset views. This was far, 126 miles to be exact, which is also a 2.5 hour commute. The culprit had either taken a vacation down south, sparking up a newfound love for scenic photography,
He's right.
or he was toying with us. My gut instinct was that he had...
Wait, what?
That's like it's. It may be less time to get from Los Angeles. To me, I was thinking 90 minutes. So that is both a punchline and completely accurate. That the 20 miles from Pasadena to Pacific Palisades is the same as southern, like downtown Los Angeles to San Diego.
Wow.
Equal time. 20 miles and what was it, 130 miles, he said?
That's... Wow. All right. Wow. God.
Moved on, replacing his abstract art with something a bit more traditional. But that following Tuesday morning, I was proven wrong. He had struck, breaking his nearly 2-week-long dormancy. But again, our interview pad remained answerless.
Yeah.
He was a devoted artist who worked late nights and went to great lengths to conceal his identity. Of course, he didn't want to answer a bunch of questions about his process. We had to keep it simple, so we replaced the interview pad with an interview dry erase board. This time, with only one question, which he again ignored while hitting the electrical box with a record-setting motherload drop. 1 gallon of piss.
Oh my God.
Gallon of urine.
Okay, so he was just saving up. he was And did we decide that Gummy was right? Those are like fucking paper towels or hand wipes?
You can see them real clearly here.
Yeah.
Those are definitely paper towels.
Yeah, that's what it looks like here.
I'm still laughing. I don't remember the one that said I have AIDS.
I forgot that one too.
God, what a defense to anything.
Back and more prolific than ever, and our unsuccessful attempts at an interview left Grant and I feeling cornered and out of moves. We feared that the worst was coming to fruition, an inevitable checkmate. The culprit had hit the electrical box with a 1-gallon jug of piss. He was on the offensive, toying with us, even leaving a demonic smiley face as a taunt. But there was one play that lingered in the back of our heads, a Hail Mary of sorts. Something many of the pissheads online had been suggesting throughout this entire saga.
Can we read those comments?
A stakeout.
Oh yeah, hold on.
This was a very...
All right. Y'all need to do a stakeout and follow him. I need to know why. Hide in the
bushes and confront them.
Why don't you just pull up and wait?
online had been suggesting throughout this entire saga.
You got to
stake
out.
Okay.
This was a very risky ploy, and something that couldn't be taken lightly. We were dealing with an individual who places 1-gallon jugs of urine on an electrical box at 4 in the morning. Who knows what else he was capable of? So Grant and I started to brainstorm some ways to move forward with a full-on live stakeout. Unfortunately, I was ruled out of every scenario, mainly because being a black man in Pasadena idling in the car after sundown would have the cops called in a matter of minutes. So it all fell on Grant's shoulders now, which he was very confident about moving forward with the task. But I had my doubts. Grant was one of those guys who just, he's just one of those guys. But he was trying to prove himself. He was persistent, and I could tell that he really wanted everyone to catch the piss culprit and interview him. Even though he was adamant about doing the stakeout, I didn't feel comfortable putting Grant in a situation where his
Grant
life
is
could be at
all
risk.
in.
I needed to see for myself that he had the ability to tackle this alone. So I set up a staged piss electrical box scenario. We were able to achieve an almost exact replica of the location using a bunch of junk from Grant's warehouse, as well as various faux piss bottles made from our green tea
miniatures.
mixture. I then had my friend Ian, who was a trained actor, meet up and play the role of the piss culprit. In order to embody the character and his motivations, I had Ian study the plethora of footage that we captured with the RevealX Pro Cellular Trail camera. Then we did a couple of run-throughs as him as a piss culprit, strategically placing the piss bottles on our prop electrical box. Ian was a pro, and immediately had me sold on him playing the part for our dry run operations.
So,
now,
the
it was
actor-
Grant's turn to show me that...
What?
The actor, I will bet you, he took this role very seriously and studied how the guy dropped the piss.
It looked like he did.
I had an audition once to be a yawner that yawns like Chewbacca, and I stayed up all fucking night practicing my Chewbacca yawn, because it's multiple animal sounds in Chewbacca. You got the and then you got like the they're both part of Chewbacca. So I settled on doing the big
That's good. Did you get the part?
working both of them in. The first guy in there asked what was a Wookiee. He had never seen Star Wars, so he just goes in, and then I believe I was the third one in, and I'm just feeling so confident about it. And then this redheaded motherfucker with hair down to his spine, a beard out to here, he looks like a Wookiee, and I'm like, fuck! I ended up being an extra on the episode. It's on Disjointed on Netflix. You might see me.
Ah. All right.
All right. You know what I have to say when I see his friend, the actor?
What?
Typical woke Hollywood, giving a white role to a black actor now.
By the way, the difference between me being a background actor and if I would have gotten that job, about $1,000.
Wow.
Wow. That's funny. I was going to make kind of a joke like that, Gummy, about to say, wow, I guess Disney was part of this production.
Yeah. No, because he would have been wearing a tutu. See,
I mean,
that's what I pictured. That big water jug in the background. I picture him walking with one of those and a bunch of small bottles and filling it up. Like with one of those big Deer Park water bottles.
The Piss Princess. We've got the Frog Princess. We've got so many Disney princesses. We don't have the Piss Princess yet.
Oh, boy.
Someday my piss will come.
I almost forgot when they were doing the model. Do you guys remember Top Secret with Val Kilmer?
Yes.
That started looking like their crude setup, their crude model of how they're going to break in, where it just got completely like one-for-one model at the end of it.
Yeah. God, it's been a while. It's been a while since I've seen it, but I think I know what you mean.
Oh, you're gonna have to watch it soon. You're forgetting a lot of little fucking jokes. There's a magnifying glass in the eye joke. There's a visual joke with the train. You're gonna laugh so much all over again.
The magnifying glass one, I'll never forget. So it's really funny. I saw The Naked Gun like a few months ago, like 3 or 4 months ago, and
the new one,
right? The new one. And I was impressed. It was funnier than I expected it to be. And it's
what I wanted it to be.
Yes, and I was telling my friend that I saw it with, man, like this really captured the original. I don't know why I'm blanking on the names now, but the original creators of The Naked Gun.
No, Leslie Nielsen, Zucker Brothers. The Zucker Brothers.
That's who. I was like, this really captured the Zucker Brothers spirit and like their sense of comedy. Every time you hear of a remake or a reboot, you have to like question, did these people ever even see the original? Because it has no connection. I was like, this really had the comedy spirit. And I started naming their other movies, and I said, like Top Secret, and my friend goes, what? My friend had never even heard of Top Secret. So, like, I started playing clips for him. Anyway, all that to say, like, 3 or 4 months ago, I watched, like, the best clips of Top Secret with him, and he was like, I've never heard of this movie.
The backwards scene? Did he see the scene where they shot completely backwards? Yeah, so much good shit with the Zuckers.
One of my absolute favorite scenes of Top Secret was when the bomb lands the grenade gets thrown through the window, and it blows up. And it's the opposite effects of the bomb. I can't even explain it right. It is just so absurd.
And the new Naked Gun. My friend, he had one critique that felt too Family Guy, and that was the snowman scene. And I understood that. How'd you feel of it?
I don't know how anyone could criticize that scene. I get that it was very Family Guy, but it was so fucking funny.
And to me, they put their own style, a different style, on the music video. What was it? Wouldn't it be nice, or whatever it was? It was a music video of them falling in love and having a great day together. So to me, it was an absurdist take on the music video that they did in the original.
Did you see you saw it, right, Gummy?
Not yet, but I bought it. I had like Amazon credits to get digital, so I just bought it, but I haven't watched it yet. I'm planning on watching it tomorrow, Monday.
I felt like they nailed it. I mean, that's all I could say. I was like, you know what?
I was told.
These people saw the original, loved the original, and they wanted to respect the original, but also be completely unique. And I loved it. I was laughing so fucking hard in that movie. Also, another great scene from Top Secret was when Val Kilmer finds the scientist. And the scientist is explaining the plan with the Nazis to him, and he says, and he points to a calendar to tell him that if he can't finish this by this date, and the camera pans out, and it's like a mechanic naked lady calendar. And it's this chick with her tits out, and he just says, October 11th is the day that this... If you don't know the scene I'm talking about, look it up. It is, like my friend lost his mind laughing. I was like, how have you never seen this movie?
It's been so long. I need to revisit. It's going to be like watching it for the first time because it's been a good 2 decades since
I need to sit and watch it like beginning to end. But that, like, we went through the funniest scenes. But yeah, the bomb scene, like everything that you just like kept thinking you were going to anticipate, they like switch it up on you. It's a great movie. And you know what movies don't get enough attention? Remember Hot Shots with Charlie Sheen?
And Hot Shots Part 2.
And
Ryan Stiles got killed off in the first scene in Hot Shots, but he got to stay around for the whole movie in Hot Shots Part 2.
Those don't get enough credit. Those were brilliant. Those were so good. All right, back to Piss.
He had what it took to confront the culprit. Our first scenario was if Grant wore a ghillie suit to blend into the adjacent bushes beyond the wall. Then he'd reveal himself.
Hey! By the way, top secrets on Pluto.
But this was quickly shot down because it would be too startling for the culprit.
Can we see that stabbing scenario one more time?
What'd you say, Gummy?
Yeah, sorry. Top secrets on Pluto to watch for free. Just so
okay, cool.
I just looked it up real quick.
This is like surviving edged weapons.
To show me that he had what it took to confront the culprit. Our first scenario was if Grant wore a ghillie suit to blend into the adjacent bushes beyond the wall. Then he'd reveal himself.
Hey!
But this was quickly shot down because it would be too startling for the culprit. Our second scenario focused on creating a large enough space between Grant and the culprit.
So
we had him approach from the street side. But even with that distance, Grant was still met with reactive hostility. Grant wasn't necessarily
and that's
having
AIDS piss.
But fortunately, Ian was able to break character and talk some sense into him in regards to how important these simulations were to our investigation. After a quick breather, Grant was back on board. We approached our third scenario differently and had Grant implement an aggressive tactic.
What'd you say?
So what he just said, that Grant got pissed and almost walked off. This guy is an actor going for it, the pisser, and Grant's just a regular guy. You doused me in fucking piss. And he's like, we're doing the simulations full force.
It's like,
the only reason you're not bleeding now is because we're humans and used a retractable knife.
It's also not real piss. They made that clear. It's tea.
It's not clear. It's yellow tea.
You beat me to it, you son of a bitch.
Hoping to scare the culprit into submission.
Yo, motherfucker.
But unfortunately, this backfired, and Grant was met with extreme physical and mental punishment. After witnessing this crime, I had zero faith in Grant and knew there would be no way that he could successfully pull off the stakeout. We were back to the drawing board. I figured the only way we could confront the culprit in real time.
So scenario 1, you get stabbed. Scenario 2, you get sprayed with piss. Scenario 3.
Let's watch it from the beginning.
Our first scenario was if Grant wore a ghillie suit to blend into the adjacent bushes beyond the wall. Then he'd reveal himself.
Hey!
But this was quickly shot down because it would be too startling for the culprit. Our second scenario focused on creating a large enough space between Grant and the culprit. We had him approach from the street side. But even with that distance, Grant was still met with reactive hostility. Grant wasn't necessarily having a good time. But fortunately, Ian was able to break character and talk some sense into him in regards to how important these simulations were to our investigation. After a quick breather, Grant was back on board. We approached our third scenario differently and had Grant implement an aggressive tactic, hoping to scare the culprit into submission.
Yo, motherfucker.
But unfortunately, this backfired, and Grant was met with extreme physical and mental punishment. After witnessing this train wreck, I had zero faith in Grant and knew there would be no way that he could successfully pull off the stakeout. We were back to the drawing board. I figured the only way we could confront the culprit in real time was with an actual security camera that we could speak through. So I did a bit of research online and settled with the Reolink Go PT Plus, a state-of-the-art piece of machinery with two-way audio and a 360-degree pan-tilt access. The only thing we needed to be worried about was the culprit stealing the camera again. We needed a vantage point from above, So I reached out to my motorcycle friend Robin, who also moonlights as a subpar carpenter, hoping he would have some tools, or at least a ladder, which he did. The next day, Robin and I headed to the worksite as a couple.
Yeah, I like the fact he called him a subpar carpenter. That's his friend.
With some. Yo, Robin, I need some help with some piss stuff. You got a ladder?
I mean, ladder.
Ladder.
What the fuck, bro?
Oh, and we still have 10 more minutes. Dillon, I'm so glad you recommended watching this.
Yes, thank you.
I figured it was up the alley of Skeptical Robot, and I covered most of it on my channel. You said there is no definitive ending, but there is at least one part that we both haven't seen as I was scrubbing through it.
I'm very interested because I think I might have stopped watching at this point. Ooh, man, like my back hurts, man. Jesus, like I've been laughing so hard. All right, here we go.
Or at least a ladder, which he did. The next day, Robin and I headed to the worksite as a couple construction workers who owned a ladder. From there, Robin was able to ascend above the wall and secure the Reolink Go PT Plus to a bundle of tree branches using a sturdy zip tie securing system. Our new eye in the sky was set. Now all we needed was the piss culprit to strike. A week had passed with no action. I knew he'd strike again, but it was just a matter of when, and if Grant and I would be awake to interview him, especially since his previous hits had been at 4 a.m. Then one evening, while visiting my folks' place and listening to my dad's long-winded explanation for his love for CBS, my phone was alerted. It was the Reolink Go PT Plus. Finally, we had him in our crosshairs. The piss culprit. In the act of placing a fresh batch of bottles. He looked different this time, now sporting a balaclava and a shirt that read volunteer on the back. It was apparent that he knew we were onto him, and now went to great measures to conceal his identity while still showcasing his knack for community service. This was the first time witnessing his actions live, and now I had the capabilities of communicating with him. I zeroed in and took my shot.
I imagine he's smashing it this time.
He put in his car.
You have an artist name? The artist had zero interest in being interviewed. Grant and I were down 2 cameras and our funds were depleted. All we had left were the highly unreliable Digit Garden 4K waterproof trail cameras, and there was
so this is totally off topic. I was actually just looking at Derek Milton's YouTube page. I had no idea this was only posted 4 months ago. Like the entire thing was only posted 4 months ago, but it has 522,000 views.
I get it.
God, that's funny. But like, when were you doing this, Dillon? This was over a year ago. You were doing this, right?
It was under the TikTok Around the Clock banner. So I believe fall of last year is when the Unsolved History went cold.
Man, that's funny. So yeah, I mean, like, I guess he compiled this and decided to make its own video. 522,000 views in 4 months. That is insane.
Crazy.
But yeah, again, I get it. And he only has 13.4 thousand subscribers. That's crazy. Man, like this is starting to take off. Like, people are really interested in this.
You hear that?
Like
or it's just the same Yeah, it's the same people showing their friends like, yo, you got to see this, like what you guys are doing right now for me.
Probably. Yeah. Derek Milton, shout out. This is amazing.
No way I was going to set myself up for another letdown. But one thing did catch my attention. Online, there was a large group of piss deniers who thought this entire saga was staged, that I was a covert agent working for GTCM.
I'm a completionist. I always want to read it.
There you go.
A clever ad indeed. I got invested. This is how
all commercials should be.
This is just an ad for the cameras, and it is not an electrical box. It is a speed camera. These are These TikTok ads are getting to be Thai TV commercial level engaging.
Wow.
So as you already said, he's getting paid, right? It's
obvious.
Just being complete.
Yeah. And he's saying the camera full name and model over and over. I don't know if you guys noticed that.
Yeah, totally. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. He's getting paid for that.
Either that or he's like really trying to get paid. Like, hey, you see, guys, I'm going to keep,
that's true. Man, that's crazy. And, he only has 29 videos on his channel. That's nuts.
I know I found him through TikTok, as the name of this my show would imply. So I forget how active he was over there. But all of his channel appears to be documentary type stuff, right? Where he is putting a shitload of effort. So it makes sense with all the research and time involved that 29 makes sense. This took a long time to accumulate.
Yeah. Man. He has one video on here where he does a FaceTime with the comedian Sinbad. I'm intrigued.
He's asking about the lost Shazam. That's what that one is about.
And also, hey Sinbad, you heard about the Piss Saga?
That I was a covert.
I was not trying to do a black voice there. I don't know why it came out that way.
Agent working for GTCM, or Global Trail Camera Market, who had designed an intricate ploy in order to sell more trail cameras. This was a wild theory, and not sure how or why it came to be, but it got me thinking. Hi, Janine. I'm working on a documentary about mysterious piss artists and have been using your cameras in an attempt to communicate with him. Although he keeps stealing them and we ran out of money. Would love to collaborate with you and your company.
Hi, Derek. Thanks for reaching out and glad to meet you. I think we would create something amazing together.
Tell me more about
piss.
Piss.
The shipment and keep you updated.
I was now officially sponsored by Reolink and was shipped a trio of premium top-tier 4G security cameras.
How
the
do I get
Reolink
that?
Go PT Ultra, the Reolink Go Ranger PT, and the Atlas PT Ultra. All
He must have had a lot of
powerhouses in the field
engagement.
surveillance. This wasn't my first foray into sponsorship. About 18 years ago, I was a sponsored skateboarder by a board company called Foundation. Though my time with them was cut short because the team manager didn't think I was doing enough to promote their brand. So I was relieved of my duties and I never saw another Foundation package ever again. With great sponsorship comes great responsibilities. I had to learn from my past mistakes, and there was no way I was going to let this happen again. Grant and I's camera arsenal had been replenished. We were on an all-time high as newly sponsored Reolink team members, but that all came to a halt when I received some concerning news. Someone had installed a metal pyramid atop the electrical box as a piss bottle deterrent. It was extremely well crafted and looked to be bolted in. Was this the city? Or a neighborhood vigilante with a metalsmith background? A third party had just inserted themselves into his chest, and I had no idea what the artist's next move would
be. It looked like a they-them metalsmith, very proper for Southern California.
That's funny.
be. Meanwhile, concern was growing online, and there seemed to be a division between people's views of the piss pyramid. Some were in favor of it, applauding it simply,
Black slip lies matter.
believing that this was the
There was one of the comments about the paper towels.
And took the side
Oh, really?
Yeah, one of them went by. I saw mentioning the paper towels that we noticed because you can't miss them.
I love that he called it the piss pyramid.
artist, rooting him on with the confidence that he'd prevail. Amongst this discourse, it caught a level of attention none of us previously found.
LA Times. Let's talk piss, LA Times.
Oh my god. Hey, one of the videos on his channel has Chris Pontius.
Oh.
Oh, cool! A party boy.
Yeah.
Wild Boys was also, of all the Jackass spin-offs, I fucking loved Wild Boys the most.
I remember it was briefly on Netflix like 10 years ago, and I sat down and for like 3 straight days watched every single episode.
The one I remember the most is the coconut crab pinching both of their asses. Actually, I don't remember. It must have pinched both of them, but I only remember Pontius getting his ass pinched by the crab.
And it bled, didn't it? Like you got it pierced the skin, didn't it?
It's a coconut crab. It had to.
Huge, it had to.
Yeah. Ugh. Sorry, I don't know my crabs.
They're called the coconut crab because they can crush coconuts.
Yeah.
Fuck! Are you serious?
Yeah,
No, I thought it was because they look like a coconut.
No, bro. Have you seen the size of them? They're the size of garbage cans, literally.
Oh, wow.
Dude,
all right.
No,
I guess not.
Yeah, you got to Google coconut crab garbage can. And you got to see these things in Florida. They're legit the size of a garbage can.
Wait, coconut crab garbage can?
Yeah, just that would probably give you something, an image. And you'll see these things on the side of like metal garbage cans.
What was the wildlife expert? Rafi?
Yes, Rafi or Rafa.
Jesus fucking motherfucker. Oh my God.
Yeah. You know what? Can you share that real quick so people can see what we're talking about in case they don't know?
Yeah, with that reaction, you gotta share.
Sorry to derail, but I figure you needed to see that.
Yeah, hold on.
Yeah, those were good times on MTV too. When you had the Wild Boys and Celebrity Deathmatch, when they decided MTV is for girls and MTV2 is for boys.
Yeah. That's, by the way, some inside baseball. That's like DVW is strictly influenced by Celebrity Deathmatch. That's where I got a lot of stuff. I've used some bits from there in the matches.
That was good for a few seasons, but then overstayed its welcome. Once they started getting into monsters that weren't celebrities, yeah, there was your coconut crab. That's what grabbed Chris Pontius by the butt.
Yeah.
That doesn't... Why do you call it a crab that looks like a xenomorph?
Yeah.
Or one of the face huggers?
Well, it probably isn't a true crab because everything evolves into crabs. It's a evolutionary phenomenon where there are so many damn things that aren't biologically crabs that evolve into things that look exactly like crabs. There's going to be a line of human that offshoots into a line of crab in the distant future. It's so damn often.
No, they have those. Back to Sideshow Freaks, the lobster man. He for real.
I remember it. Yeah.
And I remember the famous guy. There was a lot of stories because he had a couple kids, and he used to beat them. And they said like the claw was like getting hit with a brick instead of like it's like worse than an open fist.
He would pinch them, and he would pinch them so hard it would actually burn the skin off.
Yeah, and like he would like clock them with it. So.
You know what's funny is he was one of the crab hand guys. I don't remember exactly how, but they were actually involved in a murder where they hired a hitman from a carnival. You look it up. I'm not making that up. Hold on, I'll do it. Hold on. I'm not kidding. Let's see. I'm going to put in crab claw man murder carnival.
Because he was wildly abusive to everyone, as there were all these stories of him hurting people with his crab claws.
Okay, here it is. Lobster Boy murder in Gibson Town, Florida. This needs to be a Skeptical Robot episode now that I think about it.
Okay, should we do spoilers this early, or should we look forward to the extended story of Lobster Man and the Hitman?
Let's see. In 1978, Grady Stiles shot and killed his oldest daughter's fiancé on the eve of their wedding. And he was the famous Lobster Boy. How did he hold a gun?
Both hands. One to grip the bottom and the other to pow pow.
I imagine it was actually like a catapult full of bullets, and he cut the rope and he just flung a bunch of bullets at the guy.
Well, maybe one flipper goes around the bottom, and the other flipper can pull the trigger potentially.
Interesting. All right, let's get back to piss. I think we only have, we have 6 minutes left. All right.
Back to the important matters.
Let's talk piss.
Let's stop talking shit and talk piss.
A reporter for the LA Times, wanted to do an article on the piss artist and our operation of trying to get to the meaning behind it all. He insisted on joining us on our next excursion down to the electrical box, which I thought was a great idea, especially because it gave me an opportunity to use my new Reolink security cameras and publicly promote the brand, fulfilling my sponsorship duties to Janine and the team at Reolink. Then, about a day before our walkthrough, the artist struck. He managed to disassemble the metal pyramid and lay a new batch of bottles, now labeled piss instead of his usual human urine. This was a first, and a declaration that he had seen my Piss Saga videos online. The artist had triumphed over the piss pyramid, like an unstoppable force. I was in awe of this move and knew this meant escalation. Not between us, but between him and whoever installed the contraption. We were caught in the middle of a pissing contest and decided that this was bigger than us and that we needed to take a step back and just surveil. The next day, Grant and I met the LA Times at the location. They conducted a quick interview where we laid out everything that had occurred up until this point. Now it was time to head to the piss box. But first, I made sure that they were equipped with decoy construction worker outfits as a safeguard for their reputation. I also felt that this was the perfect time to promote my new trio of Reolink security cameras, which Grant and I had created.
Yeah, you just can't stop now.
For each unit, as a way for them to blend perfectly into the environment and not alert the artist. I promoted the cameras perfectly and made sure to address each by its full model name, as well as going into great detail about their specs and capabilities. My sponsorship duties were fulfilled. Janine would be proud.
Proud of you, Derek.
We then made our way to the piss box, where the new batch remained, glistening. Remnants of the metal pyramid lay on the ground, like a defeated pawn. Noah and his staff photographer were fascinated by the glowing yellow bottles, making sure to document everything they could. We scaled the wall, proceeding to go beyond and give them a visual layout of the artist's studio and the vantage point of his canvas, all while setting up our new Reolink trash cameras. Our goal was to monitor the moves of both the artist and the new third-party challenger.
I don't know any of this
But then, the challenger executed their next move by implementing the installment of a heavy-duty Piss Pyramid 2.0. The metalsmiths looked professional, and I believe it was now safe to say that this was the work of the city. They were swift and acting promptly, a characteristic the government usually lacks, which meant this was serious. The city had successfully knobbed the spot, and I was curious as to how the artist would respond. For days, Grant and I waited. We had courtside seats to this historical contest between two rivaling giants. Our fingers were crossed, hoping we'd get to witness the next move in real time. But instead of piss, we got piss heads. People who had been following the saga online visited the box. From documenting the pyramid to searching for cameras, it was beginning to be evidently clear that the spot was blown. Also blown was Grant and I's cover.
Strange one here. A mystery man is making his mark on the streets of Pasadena, and it's not exactly something that you'd want to see or smell, for that matter.
Okay, here we go. Two local filmmakers are getting plenty of attention these days, tracking down the so-called Pee Bandit.
Grant Yansura and his buddy Derek Milton are about 2 years into documenting the mysterious bottles.
The bottles keep turning up on a specific Pasadena water and power electrical box.
Son dejadas arriba de una caja del departamento de...
Tested it and found out the fact that it was clean, healthy, human urine.
We had no idea that the LA Times story about...
He obviously didn't know that it was AIDS urine.
I love the fact that this is in Los Angeles, so it makes it sound fucking bigger, the fact that the Spanish language channel is running it.
I'm just sitting here thinking...
It's a Zucker Brothers movie. Airplane, when they're doing the announcement with the different... Oops, new announcement.
Update Piss Saga. And I'm also just thinking, like... How many ways can I have AIDS be used? I don't know why that's so. I imagine, like, if I was gonna get my ass kicked and I just screamed, "I have AIDS."
Is that the new? You would have hit a guy with glasses. You would have hit him now with AIDS, would you?
I would have told Aaron Imholt if someone tries to assault you in prison, you need to scream, "I have AIDS!"
And once
Not
again,
with those fortunes, boy.
we can actually take this to Liam Neeson with his very great improvisation of "I have AIDS" from
I have full-blown AIDS.
Full-blown AIDS.
God,
it was the one with the little guy. I always want to say extras, but it was the other Ricky Gervais
Life is
one.
Short. God,
yeah, Life is Short.
Underrated show. Can I also give you a recommendation for another very underrated show that I think might be one of the funniest television shows one of the funniest shows on television, or whatever you want to call it, streaming, that I
Season
never
1
hear
of Raising Hope.
anyone talk about. No, it is a show called Norseman on Netflix.
Yes, great.
If you have not watched that show is so fucking funny, and I never hear anyone talk about it. You've seen it, Gummy? You've seen Norseman?
Yeah, actually, that was like one of the first things you and I ever spoke about. Like when we first met, it came up in conversation.
And you watched it. I didn't know you watched it.
Yeah. I had actually seen it before, and I was like, holy shit, the same way. I was like, someone else has seen this show? Yeah, my chick and I binged it a couple years back.
It is so fucking funny, and I never hear anyone talk about it. It is like high level comedy.
Yeah, it's a Viking comedy show, and it's really fucking funny.
Imagine a world of Vikings in Norway during the Middle Ages, and they're all morons.
Where Vikings are in the Middle Ages.
Yeah. And there's a guy who is really trying to be king and doesn't want anyone to know he's gay.
In a world of a gay King Viking.
Exactly.
I'm stealing Pablo Francisco's bit. I think I decided earlier this week. In a world.
That's okay. He stole from everyone else, so it's all right. That's right. I'm calling you out, Pablo Francisco.
And I saw a new video of Pablo Francisco completely high on stage I never saw before. I was looking for the one where he just kept repeating "in a world" and got in a loop, and they just turned the lights off on him during his set. But I found one where he fucking fell down in a world.
Yeah, he's the worst.
Wow.
Sorry to derail your derail.
Even your impression of him got me angry. I hate him.
Yeah, he stinks. But yeah, definitely, Dylan. Check out that show, Norseman. It's fucking hilarious.
It's great.
It went, what, 2 seasons?
I believe there were 4.
Was it that many?
But they're very short. Like
Right,
there's only like 7 or 8 episodes.
Okay, so
like
maybe
that.
we did watch them all. Okay, yeah. It's been a couple of years. I got to revisit it.
And the last season was a prequel of the first 3 seasons. It is the best show.
It's
it is
really
the funniest
fucking
show.
funny.
Yeah. All right. 2 minutes left. Only 2 minutes left. All right.
The Piss electrical box would take off in the way that it did.
Some of the people that see it now are like, well, it's his artistic expression.
That's the Piss artist who's clearly doing some kind of installation.
It's Banksy with urine.
You're like Banksy,
So they're trying to reverse psychology?
They tried, but he wouldn't answer.
No, of course not, because he can see right through that. He's playing fucking 5D chess.
Concerns spread worldwide, and much like our own investigation,
That was in German.
everyone wanted to know the meaning behind it all.
Now there's cops.
They know when to patrol. They've been watching his videos. They know he shows
People
up
send us
between
a
11 and
plethora of
4.
Piss-related content, from memes to videos to handcrafted artwork, even to the point of getting recognized.
he can go
in
fuck
public.
himself. LTG, he's the worst.
People honk at you. They say, you're the P guys, and it's not really what we want it to be.
Our entire mission of dressing up as decoy construction workers was in order to not be associated with piss, but it had backfired. We were now synonymous with piss. And it was then that it dawned on me. We had been so consumed with our own intrigue and wanting to know why, to the point of developing an unhealthy obsession with trail and security cameras, that we had lost our focus. The artist was aware of our intention to communicate, yet still chose not to. And our own infatuation as to why may have led to the obstruction of him creating more. Fortunately, everywhere you look, a canvas exists. Whether it controls traffic signals, sources electricity to nearby homes, or houses a heavily damaged piss bottle deterrent, the city is full of them. And if you ever find yourself in Pasadena and happen to stumble upon the original artist's electrical box, remember to look above and beyond the wall.
Amazing. Amazing.
Get this man a pissy.
That deserves an Oscar. Wow. What can we say that the piss didn't say for us?
It's been one hell of an evening of media. I'll tell you that much.
John Stossel of Piss right here. He took this so damn serious, and we're just left to wait for the pisser to find a new home. And certainly he's already found it. We just haven't found him again.
God, that's so fucking funny. I mean, just like so many twists and turns, and we're just... The one question we want answered is, why? Why? That's it. Do whatever you want to do. Just why?
So we're still left with the question of who this was.
I don't even care. I don't even care about that. I just want to know why. That's it.
I want to know how he got it. I don't even care about why.
All right. I am kind of curious about the how, but still, keep your identity. I don't care. Just why? Why?
It's funny how we're most curious of different who, which, when, why, how. And we're all more curious in another aspect than the other.
That is interesting. You're right. And that is an interesting thing, considering that this doesn't affect our world in the slightest bit.
Says you. I'm ready to fly to Cali now.
This is not a world-changing event. It's so silly, it's stupid. But
the likely candidate. That's why I want to leave on our most likely of what this was, and the who and how. I think I'm sticking with someone who takes the piss out, which would be a retirement home worker. I can't think of anyone else taking the piss out. If it were someone dealing with a porta potty, it would be all blue and shit.
Yeah.
Hey, it would be all blue and shit. I didn't even mean that. So that leaves us with the only one taking the piss out being a retirement home worker, and just I guess he's a veteran. He's had a fucking enough of dealing with this piss every day. And now you rich people are going to have to deal with this piss every day too.
You know what? This needs to be an episode. I was thinking about making this a members only. Like, this needs to be a prominent episode, maybe. I don't know. I want the world to know this story.
Save this for December. It'll be our Pissmas episode.
Our Pissmas episode.
I can't think of a reason not to.
There's not a good enough pun for Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Oh man.
This is evergreen.
Yeah. That's what we should do. Every Christmas we check back in on the Piss Saga. It's Pissmas.
It's a Pissmas miracle when we find out.
It's a Pissmas
miracle. There are other pissers that I have found online, but we can't bring them to YouTube. I've been making them Rumble exclusive because these pissers. There is the Wet Bandits. There's many variations of the Bay Harbor pisser out there. If you've been watching my show on Rumble, when we do watch-alongs, I do a little pre-show before we watch Get a Life with Chris Elliott and Tales from the Crypt, and often it includes a Bay Harbor pisser. There's this one girl. Oh God damn! Like
explain what you mean by pisser. Like we're not talking about putting piss in jars for performance art.
No, these are people live streaming themselves. Well, not live streaming, but taking a video of themselves pissing in mailboxes, pissing on the floor, pissing down stairwells. There are rampant pissers online that are showing it off. Everywhere I go to, there is new. Like when I was in Long Beach, there's a Long Beach pisser that I wasn't picking up on my algorithm before this. So we can cover other pissers, but not on YouTube of the pissers showing it in action.
And then next summer we got to have Pissmas in July.
I mean, you guys are giving me gold here.
Yeah, we are.
Piss gold.
Yes, there you go.
Golden piss.
Liquid gold.
That nice midday gold piss, not that morning orange piss.
Oh, that's funny. That is good stuff. All right.
Hey, you know what I thought? Obviously, this will make only sense to us since we did these two things in a row. But Dillon, you know that the movie we just watched? I just realized, The Pit. That was kind of the story from Tales from the Crypt season 1 with the electric chair guy.
The man who was death. Yes, I love that episode.
Yeah, like how he killed all the people, and then at the end, he was killed the same way he killed everyone else.
Oh, wow, I never put that together. Until you just put that of the twist.
William Sadler, right?
Yeah.
Yes. Well, William Sadler put on such a great Southern accent in there.
He did.
And then he made a cameo as Death from Bill and Ted's Bogus Adventure with that other accent. He's fucking great.
Yeah, but it just hit me like right now that's
funny.
I had not put that together.
That is good.
And that came first. Maybe. Well, actually, I'd have to read the original comic because Tales from the Crypt were always based on original comics.
Dillon, did I send you the link? I could swear I did, but tell me if I didn't. I found this channel where this guy actually takes one specific episode of Tales from the Crypt and makes an episode about the translation from the comic book to the TV episode. Did I ever send that to you?
Oh, you sent me the one about the spin-offs, but I don't think that one, and I'm interested. I was actually thinking of doing that specifically with the Sam Kinison episode, because that was a really fun episode to watch. I'm
interested. Let me find it. I can't remember exactly what it is off the top of my head, but this guy, there's not a lot, but he does reviews of like old Twilight Zone episodes, but then when he talks about Tales from the Crypt, he makes like it's like a 20-minute episode that says, hey, here's the episode that appeared on HBO, here's what it is, blah, blah, blah. And then he goes, this was taken from, Vault of Horror, number such and such, blah, blah, blah. And he says, here are the differences between that and this. And it's pretty interesting stuff.
Yeah, I'm highly interested in that. I was thinking of doing that myself, so he got there first.
Let me find it. But I'm telling you, he doesn't do them often. That's what's crazy. Like, he puts out maybe 3 episodes, 3 Tales from the Crypt episodes like a year. Maybe. Because he focuses on other stuff. So you could be the guy who focuses in on it, which would be very cool.
Yeah, I'd be interested in that. I do know one of my most hated, least liked episodes is in the final season, and it's the monkey's paw episode. We've seen it on The Simpsons, we've seen it on other things of wishing on a monkey's paw. I think it literally is a monkey's paw, and the wish comes true in a horrific fashion.
Yeah,
and apparently the comic it was based on. No monkey's paw, nothing like that. The director just wanted to make a monkey's paw episode and just disregarded the source material.
Wow, that's stupid.
It is.
I remember we read The Monkey's Paw back in like 6th grade. And that was really fucking dark for kids to read, the original story.
Of course, with me, Simpsons did it. I first saw it with Homer in, I think that was the second Treehouse of Horror. It was an early Treehouse of Horror.
Like, do you guys know what the wishes were in the original story?
I don't know. I didn't know. I always thought it was a legend. I don't think it was. I don't know anything about an actual story.
In the short story, it was husband and wife, and they got the husband got the monkey's paw, and the first thing they wished for was for a lot of money, and the way they got it was their son was a factory worker. He died, so it was like an insurance payout. So then The second wish, the mom was like, "Oh, I need you to bring my son back," and they just hear like sloshing, and at first there was like a zombie that came back, and he was banging on the door.
Was this a book?
It was a short story. A short story.
Oh, okay.
We read it in one of my English lit classes, and the third wish was for him to go away. So all they got was a dead son and like some money out of it. Yeah, those were the three. It was like really dark, and we were like, I don't know.
Actually, now that I think of it, I think it was in the original Tales from the Crypt movie. It had, they did it. Almost positive it was one of those horror anthology movies where the twist was after they want their husband back, that there's the corpse and it just starts screaming in pain
because he couldn't die, but he had been embalmed.
Yes.
Yeah.
And she tries to, chop his head off, but it doesn't matter. You wish him to be alive forever and ever. And forever and ever, he's going to have embalming fluid searing through his body. And now he's headless.
Wow.
Now his head isn't attached, but he still feels everything on both parts.
I actually watched the old Tales from the Crypt movie maybe like a year ago. I don't know why.
We spoke about this Demon Knight the other day. Yeah, you and I had a conversation about it.
Well, it was but like I'm talking about the old movie, the
1960s UK version.
That's what we're talking about. But I don't know why. I was just in the mood to watch it, and you could find it on YouTube. And I don't know why the final segment about the blind, the home for the blind. For whatever reason, I watched that as like a teenager, and it just never made an impact on me. And for some reason, just watching it as an adult, I was like, that is so fucking brutal. like making a bunch of blind people putting together an obstacle course and making, their headmaster walk through a hallway of razor blades. I was like, dude, that is so metal. like I don't know. There was something about it that was so much more impactful watching it. I was like a year ago or so that I watched it.
Yeah, watching some of those as a kid versus an adult, it hits you different. They remade a few from the 60s movie for the TV show. That was definitely one of them, the Christmas segment. And it's not bad, the Christmas segment in the movie, but the Christmas segment from the show, fucking phenomenal.
I know that that's like a famous episode. It's an infamous episode. It just never had an impact on me. I'm like,
okay, part of it is being a film nerd and the opening credits being an uncut shot, then leading into a special effect that they do with like a cowboy switch with the real man and then the dummy head. So there's film nerd shit in it of why for me it's above some others.
Yeah, I don't know. Like I guess the impact of it is supposed to be that the woman gets what she deserves, but still, it's like you also get the impression that the kid dies, and it's like that's not cool. The kid didn't do anything. I don't know. It was weird. I never understood the real impact of why that episode is so loved. Anyway, that's just me.
I believe that was a Robert Zemeckis, and he directed the shit out of it. It's just very well done. And then you watch an episode like we watched the other week, done by Sigourney Weaver's husband. Fucking awful. He got the job because he's Sigourney Weaver's husband. You look at his IMDb, he hasn't done a fucking thing.
Really? That's interesting. I need to find this channel. I don't know why I'm blanking on it. But yeah, I promise I'll find it for you, and I promise you're gonna really like it. The stuff this guy does with analyzing Tales from the Crypt episodes.
Well, heck, I'm going to have to take inspiration from this pisser and make my own horror anthology about piss, or maybe just one segment of the...
Tales from the Piss.
Yes.
There you go.
Tales from the Piss. I'll see if I can make it into a 7-episode run, 30 minutes apiece.
Yes, and instead of like the green slime in the intro, it's just yellow pee running down the screen.
The Piss Keeper.
Yes, the Piss Keeper. It's Michaeline.
Dillon, have you gotten to the episode of Tales from the Crypt that was directed by Arnold Schwarzenegger yet?
Yes, I have. That was early in season 2.
Ah, okay. All right. That's one of my favorites.
Really?
What I mean by favorites is that, like, I saw it as a kid. I was like, 13 or 14, and it blew my mind as a 14 or whatever I was, 13, 14-year-old. It blew my mind then because I was like, I didn't see that coming. As an adult, it's pretty cheesy and corny, but it is Kelly Preston at her hottest. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just so funny. You chose that one. That one. There were just so many hits in season 2 that one. For me, I haven't done the tier list yet, but it's compared to everything else, it's not coming too far on top.
No, and I get it. But imagine watching it as a boy, as a little tiny boy, and not seeing the ending coming because I was too stupid. Of course, it's like you could see it coming around the corner a mile away
with the old man. You're remembering, yeah, the old man,
right?
And the effects are really funny in it with the old legs and the young man's head.
And then the voice at the
cheap.
end. Yeah.
Oh, the first surgery that he has done, it looks horrific. He gets a new face, but they just put a young makeup face over William Hickey, and it looks fucking horrifying.
Yeah.
They weren't able to get the effect done.
And then, like, when Schwarzenegger makes, like, his appearance with the Crypt Keeper, and he's, like, making stupid one-liners like, yeah, you bag of bones. That's my Arnold Schwarzenegger, sorry. That was terrible.
I'm sorry, is Arnold here? Did you send him the link?
I don't know why I just made him sound really dopey and stupid like a caveman, but that's how I remember it.
I'll be back. I remember when he said that.
Is Arnold here? Shut up. All right, show's over.
You've been up and like, hello, you have been erased. That's my Arnold Schwarzenegger.
I'm Arnold Schwarzenegger. Hey, how's it going? That was good.
I want the action man. That's my Arnold Schwarzenegger from his movie with Sinbad.
Oh, Jingle All the Way. I was wondering, what movie was that?
Shazam 2.
Shazam 2.
All right. Boogaloo.
Let's get out of here. What would you like to plug, Dillon?
Dillon From Somewhere, YouTube, Rumble, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Thursdays, 11 p.m. Eastern. I uncover all types of piss and abuelas and wood burners.
Chilies.
I don't know if you've seen the wood burner, but and Atticus. By the time this is aired, I imagine that you will have seen Atticus. Coming soon when we are recording this. But when you're seeing this, what the fuck is that? And I'll be presenting it.
I'm intrigued.
All right.
YouTube and Rumble, watch-alongs on Rumble. Chris Elliott's Get a Life, and just so many things to watch on Rumble. So Dillon From Somewhere, wherever you find things.
You know what else was a great episode?
What's your love language is? That's right. I haven't even plugged Speed Dating.
Oh, you're
Speed
right.
Dating is the runaway hit with Rodney, who is just perfect.
The Tales from the Crypt episode with Patricia Arquette, where the old man dresses up like a scarecrow to try to fuck her.
That one is so fucking creepy. Yeah, we did watch that one recently. That one is fucking creepy.
Yeah, I just got my hands on the full run in the 2 movies. I started watching it last week, and I just watched that one too. I haven't watched Tales from the Crypt. Like, I've seen the movies a lot recently, but the show, it's been a long time, so I'm like refreshing my memory.
I did a rewatch in 2020. It's somewhat new on my memory.
No,
the Corey Feldman episode has what's the actor's name? Mike Ehrmantraut, and I think it's really fucking good. And Bordello of Blood, I don't even remember finishing watching with Corey Feldman.
I don't think I ever saw that.
It's
I ordered off pay-per-view, and I don't remember finishing it. I remember starting it.
It's rough. It's,
Demon
Knight's way better.
Yeah, Demon Knight is a good movie.
Demon Knight is a good movie. They're smoking. They're smoking.
These human beings, not even worth the skin you printed on. You fucking ho-dunk, po-dunk, we're all living here, motherfuckers. Billy Zane rules in that movie.
Yeah, that one. It's funny. I'm sitting here trying to remember exactly how it played out. The one with Patricia Arquette, but it was she's like a retarded girl who has
more
caretakers.
Luann Platter, just simple.
Okay, but she has caretakers who are not necessarily relatives.
No.
And she gets hit on the head, and that's when she starts having those hallucinations.
Yeah,
but we're never like clear, right? Like those could be her relatives, like.
No, they're not her relatives. She's like running from the law, and they're helping her by not calling the law on her, I believe.
Yeah, for when I saw it, it was like, she was like a runaway. I don't remember if it was from the law or whatever, but like, they're giving her a home, and like the way for her to make up for it is to work the farm.
Got it. And then, the guy. The guy keeps trying
cartoonishly bonked her in the head and made her like even more retarded.
He keeps trying to fuck her. And he dresses up like a scarecrow.
Because she's got a crush on the scarecrow.
She has a crush on the scarecrow.
My boyfriend.
As I'm saying it out loud is when it's like kind of sinking in about how fucking ridiculous it really was.
Here's the one thing I didn't understand, since you saw it too recently, Dylan. At the end, was that all silliness, all an act? Because that's what it seemed like she was pretending.
Yeah, they let it. It was kind of ambiguous, but they were implying that because she also the wife also died. I forget if she herself killed her or the wife killed the scarecrow.
Her husband, scarecrow.
She stabbed him with the pitchfork, right?
Yeah.
So then and then that la that kind of implied she knew what she was doing when she was acting loopy.
Right, because she kind of like, it was like a different kind of laugh, so she kind of like switched back kind of thing. Like she was doing what's that movie with Richard Gere where he's the lawyer with the guy who killed the priest?
Primal Fear?
Primal Fear, yeah. It was like a Primal Fear kind of thing at the end where she was like, no, I'm not really retarded.
I have AIDS.
Yeah.
HIV positive since 2018. Like an established date.
I'll say it's established.
May 7th, 2018.
This was all over the place, people. I hope you guys enjoyed the ride, because I sure did.
Oh, Jesus Christ, that's funny.
I forgot about some of the turns. That AIDS one, I forgot about that shit too.
That shows you how like bonkers the story is that you forgot about like that have AIDS positive on the bottle.
Yeah, when I was describing it to you before, I almost revealed putting the piss bottles from over the wall, and it was like, no, just there's turns.
Yeah, that's amazing.
All right, man, I am hurt.
Derek Milton, wonderful work.
Amazing. Like, let's plug Derek Milton. Derek Milton on YouTube. A genius. Bringing art to the world.
One bottle at a time.
Finding art in piss. Isn't that just beautiful?
Merry Pissmas.
Yep.
All right. Give your plugs.
Number one in the bottle, number one in our hearts. GUMMIchainsaw.com. Fun merch. Going to be adding some new stuff soon. Follow me here, where I will eventually get back to posting me playing horror video games and getting terrified. And corndiff.com and Pretty Annie Social. PrettyAnnieSocial.com. They have dope merch, which a handsome bastard of a cat might have designed some of them. And also just Pretty Annie Social on YouTube. Haley's been killing it. Another handsome bastard of a cat might have been doing some production work for her too.
Very nice. Oh, boy. Thank you so much. I am really tired now. Thank you for being here, everybody. Please check me out, LuigiGreenberg.com, Skeptical Robot on Fridays. And unboxing Eric, unboxing Riley Martin, unboxing Bigfoot It Is on Hack Ride Studios. And please check out Catch 22 on Hack Ride Studios on Fridays. And
wait. Merry Pissmas!
Yep. You had to blow my load, you son of a bitch. Oh, Merry Christmas. A Merry Christmas to all, and to all a good night.
Good night, everybody.
Poltergeists, apparitions, werewolves, vampires, witches, gremlins, ghoulies, demons, goblins, ogres, and swamp creatures. He's a skeptical robot that doesn't believe in ghosts. Poltergeists, apparitions, werewolves, vampires, witches, gremlins, ghoulies, demons, goblins, ogres, and swamp creatures. He's a skeptical robot that doesn't believe in ghosts. Poltergeists, apparitions, werewolves, vampires, witches, gremlins, ghoulies, demons, goblins, ogres, and swamp creatures. Ogres and swamp creatures. Ogres and swamp creatures. Ogres and swamp creatures.
That's right, it sucks.